Good evening. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the cost of a boundary survey. A lot of people are surprised at what it costs to get a boundary survey or have some surveying work done. And I want to talk to the young couple that bought a house 5 years ago, and now they're going to go put a fence up or get a shed, and they call up a surveyor and they're shocked at the price of the survey. So I want to talk to you a little bit about why it costs what it costs to get a survey done. So let's say you bought a house, 123 Elm Street. You went out, drove around, found a house you wanted, bought the house, didn't realize the cost of the survey, everything was included. You bought 123 Elm Street, that's where you live. Now it's time to get a survey done. So you call up a surveyor, and guy tells you it's $350, $450, and you live in a lot in a block and got a neighbor on one side, neighbor on the other, and you're like, why does it cost so much money? I mean, I'm going to get a piece of paper, take it down to the county to get a permit, and I got to pay $350 for a survey for them to come out and put four wooden stakes, four little stakes in the corners, and I'm going to carry this piece of paper down to the county. Why is it $350? And this is just a brief description. I'm not an attorney. If you got a boundary dispute or anything like that, call an attorney. I don't claim to be an attorney. This is not legal advice or anything like that. I'm just merely trying to tell you why it costs so much for a survey. And so you call the surveyor up and he says, well, I want your legal description. And you say, well, I live at 123 Elm Street. Well, that's not what you bought the house from. You bought it from a deed. On that deed is the legal description of your property. So you pull that deed out and it says Lot 1, Block A. Now you've got the description of the property. You give the surveyor the deed. You see, you own a piece of a pie, but the surveyor, he has to survey the pie in order to know how to properly put the markers in the ground for your piece. And so in the example of Lot 1, Block A, the pie is Block A, and your piece of that pie is Lot 1. So the surveyor has to survey Block A in order to determine the proper placement of Lot 1. And so in short, the surveyor needs to survey the whole pie in order to determine how to cut out your piece. And so you pay the $350. You thought it was a lot of money, but you get a better understanding now. I have another video on how to save money on that boundary survey, how to find the marker of the surveyor that might have been there already. In that case, it could be a resurveyor, and you may save some money. If you're doing a resurvey, you may be able to save some money. So you pay that $350, whatever, and you get your permit, you get your fence up. You go over to your friend's house, and birthday party, whatever, you're talking to him, you walk out in the backyard, and you see he's got a new fence, and he lives on a piece of property roughly the same size as yours, and you go, oh, I see you got a fence. Yeah, I had to get a survey. Yeah, so did I. Cost me $350. And your friend says, cost me $4,000. And $4,000. Goes, yeah, they had a survey such and such, and it turns out they had to survey a bigger piece of pie, and that's just the short of it. So your friend, he may be described as the southerly 100 feet of the westerly 100 feet of the southwest quarter, the southeast quarter, the northwest quarter, section 6. So the pie that had to be surveyed for his property was section 6. How big is section 6? All sections, most sections generally, are 1 mile square. So you're asking me, did he have to survey a mile square to break out this piece of property? That's exactly what had to happen, and that's why he paid $4,000 for his survey, and you paid $350. And that's just a general description. There are extenuating circumstances. Every block is different. Every section is different. There are certain rules and regulations on how to survey that block. Blocks are different lengths. There's different, which is just a topic for another discussion. So basically, I just wanted to tell you this. The price of the survey is driven by your deed, and on that deed is your legal description of the piece of pie that you own and the size of the pie that needs to be surveyed, that sets the price of the survey. Okay, so I hope that help you understand. Anyway, if you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe. Have a good evening. As always, God bless.